techniques you want to learn in raw cooking. So you'll see that when I do the base for the peppermint slice, it's a similar technique. It's usually dates combined, because the dates give the nuts the stickiness and hold it together. So it's usually dates combined with a nut. One of the key ways of getting enough selenium is just 2 Brazil nuts a day. Dates, coconut oil, right, and your coconut. So that's it. Now I'm just going to make a bit of noise. It's called roughish, it'll be fine. Okay, so what you need to do is to squeeze a bit together to see whether it's actually going to stick. Now, when you're using coconut oil that's softened like that, it's going to harden. You've got a few options with doing the cheesecake, and of course you've got your jar option that you've got there, or one of these pans tends to work really well, because it's got the false bottom, makes it easier when we're getting it out. I might just get a little bit of coconut oil, a little bit there, and I'm just going to run a little bit around. Do it with your fingers, just around the outside, just so that we know it's definitely going to slide out later. So then you just pour that in and pat that down. And you want to pack it down quite firmly. So when we did it with that jar, what I used was the top of the Vitamix prong to pack them down. Because you don't want it to not set and stick together and then it be crumbly when your cheesecake fall apart. Not a good look. So make sure that everything's flattened around the edges. You don't want the lip coming up either, because that's not going to look very good when you cut it. So I'll pop that into the freezer just while I'm doing the filling. So it'll only need 10 minutes and then we can pour the filling in there. The strawberries I use for the filling, I'm using frozen strawberries for those. You don't need fresh strawberries, you can do that if you've got an abundance, that's absolutely fine. But what I need to do is I need to liquefy them first and then just gently heat them so that they're just warm to touch. Gelatin likes about 60 degrees, that's where it will melt, but we don't want to heat it and boil it because then it's just not going to work and it's not going to set on time. So you just want it warm to touch. So I'm just going to whiz the berries first, then we'll put them in the pot and just heat those for like a minute, and then I can come back and show you the rest. By the way, that is how you make a fresh fruit sorbet, just like that. So first thing you do is take your gelatin sheets and soften them. So for the filling in here we need 5 sheets. Okay, so you basically just fold them up and chuck them in the water. Okay, so that's warm to touch. You should still be able to hold your finger in it. So once they soften, which only takes a minute, then they can go and they'll dissolve straight away. So the next part is to add your cream. So 1.5 cups of the creme fraiche or cultured cream. Then we're going to put in your maple syrup. And then we're going to put vanilla in there. Now vanilla bean in this would be even better. And whiz those 3 together. Okay, and then the gelatin's all softened, okay? So take that out of the water and give it a squeeze. And then add that to the slightly warmed strawberries. See that? And the gelatin will just completely dissolve, but do give that a good mix until it's completely smoothed out. And then you're going to add that into here. And whisk that through really, really well. Pour that into there. and that's going to go, I'm going to pop that, you could pop that in the fridge for a few hours, but I'm going to pop it in the freezer for probably an hour to set, okay? So we're going to put 4 of those in.
What soap do you use?
I do use it as a basil. Right, gelatin in. You'll see it dissolves straight away at that kind of temperature. About 60 degrees is optimal. So then you want to very gently pour the apple juice on top. You usually pop that into the fridge for a couple of hours. We're going to pop it in the freezer and hopefully it'll set by the time the day is over and I can show you what it looks like cut in slices.